What's up, YouTube fam? Robbie C here, and Innova came out with another plastic with the pig, so it's time to check out Soft R Pro? Soft Pro? Didn't feel too soft, but I gotta ask. How you doing today, Larry? Are you having a good one?
So catch me if I fall.
You guys know the drill. When a new pig plastic comes out, a new pig contender, things like that, we head to Shadow Lake Disc Golf Course to test out in a little pig battle. So we have a stock R Pro pig. Fun fact about this one is that I know it's one of the first pigs that I ever purchased because my phone number was actually on the inside of the rim, and I don't do that anymore. So have a original R Pro pig that we're gonna test out in comparison to the new Soft Pro plastic. Hold on, gotta fix something. There you go, that's better. Now it has the actual speed on it. Soft Pro plastic, this is a super gummy plastic that they came out with. So I'm pretty excited to try this out. If you like grippy plastic, you like a little flexibility to it, this could be perfect for you. I know traditionally some of the softer plastics end up on other molds, not even with Innova, but like other companies in general, can still have a good bit of stability to them. So we're gonna see, does she actually fly like a pig? And we're gonna stop being right here because this is apparently the noise chamber, and we'll get more thoughts as we push down the course. But let's see how these fly side by side, shall we? You have cats to be kidding me, right, Meow? I literally walked further away and the truck is following me. Not truck, the lawnmower. 218 feet, hole one. We're going with stock R Pro first. These are first throws out of the car, so there's classic pig, goes out. I threw that a little more at the target than maybe I needed to. We'll try to hang this a little wider, see if it wants to swing in, see what it does. Here we go. Got up a little bit, rolled a little bit. Definitely had some stability to it. I didn't throw it near as hard and it still pushed. That feels good. We left a little bit of meat on the bone for this one, but now, say what you will about soft plastic, that just grabbed so well. R Pro, much better position, probably holds like 15 feet. A little star frame to get us started. That feels good. I'm gonna keep trying to progress so that we can get further away from the noise, you know what I'm saying? But little birdies, star frame start off, feels great. The peaceful serene of Shadow Lake. Beautiful lake right there, beautiful hole, 200 feet. It's just such a nice, simple, easy forehand. And you know what we don't have to deal with right here in this beautiful serene setting? A crazy loud lawnmower, as well as people sawing some stuff up. Sorry about that intro, guys. R Pro still has the box. Once again, now this is interesting because this is a stock R Pro, and this is something that I talk about quite often, is like we've thrown a variety of different like plastics for our comparison one, but stock R Pro, the most classic, most tried and true. I have another plastic that someone talked about, that Galactic XT or whatever, and someone was like, well, I've had a Galactic XT in my bag for 2 years and it's held for so much time. And I know that I talk about the durability, or how long the stability holds on this. Stock R Pro, just got to hang it wide, a little bit of a headwind. That's got to get down. Okay, I'm pretty sure we played that as OB in like the first ever trial that we did here. I got so nervous with like holding it that it was going to roll over that I just short armed it. So should be an opportunity here for Soft Pro to get up there and just grab. That's fascinating. Okay, already one thing that I'm noticing, I noticed it on the back there, the backhand there, the forehand here. When this Soft Pro is hitting the ground, it is sticking. That soft plastic, it's so tacky that it just grabs. It grabs the chains, it's grabbing the ground. Very interesting. Give it like 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Bank, okay, that's a little par safe. Moving off to the soft. One thing that I'm really noticing is like helping me a lot when it comes to uphill putts is just giving it way more than I think, and being okay if it like has a chance to go over the basket, things like that, because It's more frustrating to leave it short. And I actually never feel bad if I like go over on the long basket. Okay, here we go. So I've talked about this before. People, if you know that we launched or dropped Birdie Blend Wizards, that those were a thing. And those Birdie Blend Wizards, people are like, wow, it's a little too stiff for my liking, a little too stiff for my putting. But I love a really stiff putter because the way my putt works is that there's so much, since you get power from 3 different places, right? When you're putting, you get it from your fingers, you get it from your wrist, and you get it from your legs. My 2 primary points of power are my wrist turning, but my primary point is my fingers sort of driving in. That's why I practice this so often, is like if you see me miss putts consistently, even during a round, I will like throw this putter up. And so I like talk myself into it. And I like the firmer plastics because when my fingers really dive in to like drive, that's what they feel like they're doing, almost like a dragon claw. They're driving into the plastic. That stiffer plastic lets me feel like I can actually get the pop into it. And I don't like the softer plastics. A lot of people prefer soft plastics on putting because they grab chains and they kind of settle and things like that. But for me, when I drive into the putt, it literally feels like that's happening. And on the last 2 putts, I've noticed I'm going to drive into it and I can feel the disc literally warping in my hand as I'm driving, which lets my fingers know like, oh no, we've done too much. So my wrist tries to correct and then I end up pulling it to the right. On these 2, you're gonna have to almost kind of avoid the scores because unless this one's absolutely parked, I don't think I'm gonna make many long looks with this because the plastic is so different. But if you like soft, I mean, literally this thing in my hand, it can't even like hold up straight in my hand. It's so, this is like gum putt level soft, it feels. Our pro still has it because we saved the par and then we missed like a 22 footer for the other one. 220 feet uphill. Let's see what we can do, Mr. Our Pro. Nope. Gotta trust it, Dennis. I'm having a really hard time. I know where the power is in my throw. I know where it hits, but I'm having a hard time trusting my shoulders to go through without my head following through. Because if my head follows through, my shoulders are gonna go too, which is gonna cause me to yank it hard. But letting that hit, because that's enough to get the shot going. And I just gotta trust and hit it. Nope. Okay. Somewhat similar spots, neither great throws. That's on me, guys. I'm gonna give this one a little bit more of a stab because of the floater in the way, so. Whew, I like that. Didn't account for the pigginess of that pig. I know that's not really a verb. But when you lean into the fade, pig on pig. So one thing that I've also, gotta address, elephant in the room. I've been trying to wear more like foundation, like something foundation related and whatnot during videos. And a couple weeks ago, it was earlier this week when I filmed it, but a couple weeks ago I filmed a video with the DGA Tour Series and I had like my Owl City bandana on, and y'all, I don't know if Silas Color Gray is gonna show it, but it probably will because it accents like the darks and the lights. But I definitely have a solid tan line where the bandana was. So I didn't wear a hat today because I thought when I left my house, it was sunshiny and I was gonna be able to like balance it out, but the sun's not out. You can still get sunburned when the sun's not out. The overcast is what gets you, 230 feet uphill. Here we go. We can trust it. Throw it wide, Dennis. Throw it wide. Better, much better. Got the skip. That's parked. Okay. Okay, didn't trust that one. Still gonna get the skip, but the skip a little too early. It's gonna be a tough putt, but I believe in our ability with the R Pro. 2 down, about to be 3 down for the soft. Let's try not to make sure there's no nope ropes inside here. This is where being 6'3" really has its advantages. Get them long legs going on the side. That was gross. That was gross. Turns out if you don't putt like outnumber a million miles an hour, Trilogy baskets, these really light chains, can actually help you out a little bit. 3 down for soft, 2 down for our pro. But what I was gonna ask on the previous hole, when I got to the basket, then I got distracted by the whole like, let me make this putt, here we go. And then the dancing and the tomfoolery. We're always trying to come up with new designs, and you know, like even if only like 10 of them sell, that's fine. But I know there's enough pig farmers out there. What's a piece of foundation merch that I could have Hunter or someone design up for pigs, like a fun pig design? Because I know we have the pig pattern on Flippy that we obviously we're lifelong fans of. What is like a piece of foundation merch or something that we're obviously going to continue to do pig battles, but I just think about it, like when I come do these pig battles, it'd be, you know, I could wear like the pig shirt, could have something on the back that shows what kind of pig design would you guys see? This is going to be the first chance for us to really put some juice behind this pig and see what it does, if it like stands up or things like that. This has been really the showcase on the last several pig videos where they've stood up and we've seen that they have a little flip. Is this going to have flip? I don't think it is. I think it's going to actually hold because it's pretty stable. So we're going to try to just push the hyzer between the now growing tree and this little baby growing tree back here. 260 feet, a little downhill. Let's see what we can do. That's low. It's a tester. Didn't really give it enough of a chance. That is much better. My goodness, my people, we're long. We put the owl on the arm and all of a sudden we got jacked. Time to make a putt. Be that man. Be that man. Softy. All of you who've had someone in your life tell you that you're a little too soft, you're a little too easygoing, this one's for you. Show them. But apparently you don't have what it takes. So this one goes out to all the people who told you that you couldn't go far enough. That you can overcome. The ball game's tied up. Sun's getting real low, big guy. This is like 280, 240. It says 244. It's uphill the whole way. In the words of, it's not General Zhao, Mulan. What's the guy that Mulan has the crush on, ends up being with? Honestly, what's the name of the villain in that game, in that movie? Because he might be one of the low-key, best underrated villains in the whole Disney franchise. That dude's so cool with his like jagged sword. Yeah, y'all hit me up. Be a man. Okay. We gave that some juice. It flipped up. I don't think we've actually had a putt from there in the entire pig trials. Normally we just fade off, but that's where you want to be. If you're going to miss straight. I will say, I talk about the grippiness of this. I mean, I've never held a grippier pig in my life. So if you like that tack, you like it to sit, this could be the pig for you. As someone who plays in like southern heat and humidity and all that, how does this go if like I'm playing a tournament and I'm on a card with people, and let's say I go, I'm thinking Magnolia that you guys saw, the Keep 1000. I'm playing hole 1, I'm playing hole 6. And I get out there and I throw this on my tee shot and I throw it wide and it just sits in the sun while the rest of our card approaches and all that. How hot does this thing get? Because it's already really gummy, but in that gumminess, it also just setting it on the ground, little bits of like pollen and things like that, because it's so tacky, I can't wipe off that dirt. But holy moly, Batman, that felt so good. I mean, I went, and I full force of a great typhooned that thing. And let me tell you guys, I feel like I yeeted both of them, and the R Pro stood up and went a little straight. Granted, it's older and it's definitely been used. That's nice. That's pig stability for sure. It was gross. I really like retracted the hand, pulled it in and out. But guys, we stay a tie ball game, heading into our wood hole, which is, I'm kind of obsessed with how good that forehand came out. That was comforting. We're out of breath, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we're moving fast because the sky is getting darker. But you know what's not getting darker? Our hopes and dreams getting birdies. That hope's not getting darker. All right, you know it, you love it. Happy tree in the middle. Gotta miss that one, gotta be inside. And let it just pushing hyzer. Straight is okay. Little fade's great. Early fade, real bad. I mean, kind of like, it's kind of just that. And this is like a little pro tip. Let's look at this tree right here. Big green sign. The tree giveth and the tree taketh away. If you hit that tree, mad trouble, because most of the time, especially if you hit it on a forehand, oftentimes what I end up doing to try to hit this gap well is I see the main gap that I'm trying to throw through, that I just did throw through on the R Pro one. And then if my eyes get drawn down to that green, I actually just focus on, I don't know how well Side Guy's gonna be able to point it out, but there's a really thick tree deep, like way past the basket. And I just kind of climb that tree and I stare at that tree, kind of drawing my attention, because I'm also okay if I throw this a little nose up on hyzer, because that's gonna cause it to have even more fade, which is fantastic. Okay, so we missed the big tree. That's fine. I do think that these soft pros are actually more overstable than standard R Pro, or at least the R Pro that I'm throwing today. I don't know, like, it's funny, I didn't have, besides factory seconds, and the factory seconds have a decent amount of dome to them. Couldn't find a stock R Pro. My bad. I've accepted that my bridges with Innova are pretty much like, not just burned, they're like raised. And by raised, I mean R-A-Z-E-D. It's unfortunate because once again, I have an Innova tattoo, but that's fine. But it'd be sick if, like, whenever they come out with a new form of the plastic, things like that, they just sent me one, and then they also sent a fresh R Pro with it, and then I could just, we would know. If you guys want to know that, tag Innova, let them know. We're gonna try to throw this in. Gonna try to be a little bit of Annie because it's a pig. And when I said I wanted to throw it in, I mean, I actually just wanted to lay it up so soft right next to the basket and never give it a chance to go in. Okay, it didn't happen, but I did think it would be funny if, like, I said I was gonna run that pink one, and then I ended up like subtly laying it up. But then in my subtle layup that I threw the R Pro so well that it was still closer to the basket, that would have been great. Subtle feature that they actually threw on the stamp for this, and I want to compliment them for it. This pig, we need to do more with that pig. Like, I know I made pig farmer shirts originally, and this could inspire some of the design work, but like, because I don't think we'll have the rights to this pig, but this pig is so sick. And I have my pig farmer shirts that my mom made for me with this on the front and then pig farmer on the back. I think it would be so cool if this just became the stock stamp for the pig, rather than like remove the soft pro, it'll say R Pro or whatever the plastic is there, change it back to a 3 and then put that pig up there. I think we'd sell even more pigs than we already do. Okay, 5 under to 4 under. It's a backhand hole. We got to throw a backhand here. We're gonna try to punch it under those trees. Try not to get it too high, just a little laser beam. Okay, that is our best throw with a backhand that we've ever had on this hole. And that's even better. Guys, it only took us like 17 pig trials and we finally got there. I can literally feel the rain coming down, so let's get to the throw. Gonna go a little flex, honestly a little chip straight through. Even if I hit right there, it has a chance of hitting those roots that are in the gap, but that'll still be fine because that's like a 20-footer. Okay, that's kind of ideal. We're gonna leave the camera there. We have never had like a legit putt on this hole. 2 best tee shots I've ever thrown on this. If I was throwing not a overstable pig, I now know I could easily get one there. I just gotta hang it and let it crash. Why, Dennis? Why did you stab and pull? This is why we tell people to practice like a firm putting stroke, because it's still so soft. It's because it'll let you know, the more you practice, when you miss that bad, when you miss that much of a gimme, you can tell yourself like, this is what you didn't do. I didn't commit and trust myself confidently. Even on these little short ones, you got to remain confident. Like, that's a better putt. That's an okay putt. Back to 4 even for both. Downhill, the rain's definitely coming down. I can feel it. I will say, for this soft pro, this is definitely one that I could see myself keeping in my backup bag, that if I am playing a tournament and I know it's gonna rain, this is perfect. I mean, is so tacky. This could be the perfect pig for that. Oh, don't do it to him. Don't do it, buddy. All the way back in. All the way back in. Ooh! It's OB. It's OB. All our pros got to do is basically stay in bounds. That stand up pushed it a little further. That may be all she wrote, folks. Okay, we made a clutch putt with the R Pro to save a par earlier in the round. Make sure we're not touching concrete. Let's see. Let's see if the softy can handle it. Just not enough push out of old RC there. Not enough push out of old RC. Let's get up there and wrap it up. Looking at the scoreboard, because that means it's gonna win by 2 strokes there with the birdie compared to the bogey. Like I said, if you love grippy, tacky plastic, this could be perfect for you. Feels incredible. As you saw, overstable. Arguably more overstable than stock R Pro. I don't think it's as overstable as like the Ricky runs. This does not find a slot in my bag, but 1000% this pig is going straight into my tournament box, so that because, you know, like sometimes if you're playing a tournament, if it's not lightning, you have to play in the rain. Even like Precious Child grippy pro plastic can't handle, like I can't throw forehands. This would bring forehands back into play because it's that tacky. And traditionally, if it's raining, it's not going to be like sun melting hot for this to get even gummier, which would be the only other worry that I would have about this disc. Well done, Innova. This is a fantastic flyer. I probably should like come up with some scale. You guys let us know in the comments. So your homework in the comments. Pig merch, what should we have? Like, what should be the design? What should the scale be? Like a 1 to 5? Like certified bacon up to like pork rind? Pork rind being 1, like the worst? I don't know. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you so much. As always, pig is love, pig is life. Haven't said that on camera actually probably in quite some time. But hope y'all have a great one. Thank you for tuning in. Please have a great day. Make it fantastic for someone else too. But for now, we're gonna leave you with the birdie.